Hi again guys, so a extremely quick tune setup for you today, this time for the Mercedes SL65 AMG Mercs Monster Cabrio. So you want your racing soft tyres, as always. As far as the suspension, we've got the ride height fairly low on 80, rounded off the springs to 80 on the front and 750 on the back. Dampers we've got on 4, anti-roll on 5, camber on 1.5 and neutral toe as always, so it's not dragging its tyres. And for the gearbox, I've got my auto set in as high as possible. I've put all the individual gears to the left and then a final drive of 2.2. As far as the diff, low initial torque to reduce wheel spin, high acceleration and low braking. All the power upgrades, making sure that you fit it with the mid RPM turbo. You don't have to, but that's what I've done. It gives you the most power. I would recommend NOS if you can afford it as well, and you definitely want weight loss because it's a heavy car. Traction control we've got turned off, and unusually for me, I'm actually driving this car with a manual gearbox because the manual is the best way to get the speed out of this car. Because to get this car's true potential, you have to make the gears extremely long, as you just saw, and in order to actually get into 5th gear, which on this car is the top gear, as it is with a lot of the high-end Mercs, they like to use 5-speed gearboxes, but to actually get to that 5th gear you have to use a manual. If you're actually in a race you probably wouldn't need to, because the slipstream from a car in front of you would get you up to 5th gear, but for anything apart from that you will want to use manual. So yeah, I must admit I didn't particularly like this car. It had a top speed of around 270 when I first started tuning it, but I'd seen people using them online cruising at around 290. So I knew the car had potential, and I decided I just wasn't going to stop tuning it till I found what that potential was. And as it turns out, it is a seriously quick car. I mean, it has a cruising speed, as you can see, of about 295, 296, which is phenomenally quick for such a big, heavy car. That's on par with the Lotus Esprit Sport 350, and it's very impressive. I mean, it's doing just over 5,500 revs, which is extremely low. In many ways this car's performance actually reminds me of the way that the Supra's gearbox works in this game. And yeah, I mean, with NOS it will go well over 300. With slipstream I have no idea because I haven't had a chance to race this car yet, but I should think 320 at least, probably 330, maybe even 340. So seriously impressive car. It's got good handling on the curve. As you can see, it can maintain over 280 all the way around the corner without NOS or slip. And the best thing of all is it's only around 630 pp, which is even lower than the Cadillac Cian. So it's, for its pp, it's phenomenally quick. So if you haven't bought this car yet, I would highly recommend doing so. And yeah, hope this tune setup helps, and thanks for watching.